I have three lovely little lads from Mount Sion School here in Waterford. What's your name?
John Ryan.
How old is John Ryan?
6. I was 5 the last time, but September or 6, so 6 now, September
You're
now.
Definitely 6 now, yeah. And your name?
4.
You're 4. And what's your name?
Martin.
Martin what?
Martin Mulroy.
And?
My name is Kieran.
Kieran what?
Kieran.
And how old is Kieran?
5.
5. Tell me, what are mummies for?
The mummies for the way they help babies and that if they get babies and the way they give you food and all, you see, and dinner and breakfast and the way you open the door, I'd be late for school, and you wouldn't. But still, sometimes I go out and be out the chair and stand up in the chair and open the door. Mommy's gone in the shop, I goes in the shop after.
What about going out to school? I'd say you get a kiss too, do you?
Yeah.
What else does a mummy do?
She knits and she does something for the baby and she makes bottles and that's all. She does something else. Yeah, make dinner in the evening and open the door for Daddy and my daddy's walking over carrying khaki and he shoots them, he shoots from guns. To get guns over there and shoot pigs and calves. They don't kill bullocks, they only kill bullocks and calves. And they don't kill moo cows because they get milk off of them.
Who told you all of this?
I don't know. And I was at Dublin a few years ago, and I went at a zoo at Hall.
And where did you go?
I went to a strand in Dublin. I got a net of bottles and there's swim pools in there and all. And it's swimming pool. I was thinking I was only 4 now. I was thinking there were fishes in the I was thinking there weren't fishes in the swimming pool at all. I was trying to get fish and there was only a swimming pool that was.
I had your net to catch them and all.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are daddies for?
Daddies are for get money, make money, and jobs, and they work. That makes them make, and my daddy brings home meat, big meat, and he kills bulls, big bulls, and sometimes he gets a part ripped in his shoulder there.
Like there, your shoulder.
He's jumper. That kid knows it, and once he gets sore fingers. So one time a knife chopped off his hand, off his finger.
Goodness.
Every time he comes home, he gets a cut around, a cut. It's only like cut. Every time he gets cut there, you know, cut. Every time he comes home. Thank God, if he walks in those jobs, now he gets cuts. You see, because the knives and all, he has chopping them up, you know. Yeah, but they could, and still they could point out the eyes there.
Daddies would want to be very brave, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and still, my daddy know the commander office. He was at New York the last time I brought me home, and his thing with a helicopter. And there's a thing in, and the bat looks around, and the little radio comes out. There's a boat, maybe you see it too. you know, and then there's a little boat and all, and the helicopter can go out on the sea with.
Marvelous, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you can take off the helicopter, that's all. And it's working by batteries, and there's oil for smoke to come out and all, and the pipe comes up like that. So a little bit of smoke.
Have you any brothers and sisters?
One sister.
And how old is she?
She's only a baby. And she's a few years from we got her, you know. And then
where did she come
she's
from?
in the talk now. What?
Where did she come from, do you think?
I think Airmount, the hospital was in.
Where do you think Airmount got her?
I think God made her.
And sent her down specially?
Yeah.
And how would he have sent her down, I wonder?
I think maybe, you know, that maybe they might be new babies, you know. Maybe he might, in the morning he gets them, you see, they might be there in the caricature. They have poison, or on telling they have poison babies in the caricature.
And how do you think he got them down to earth, would you think?
I think the mummies I think they bought the mummies. They put them down when the world was made, you see. And then he started, and it was dark still, and in the morning it was bright again, it was dark in the night time, you see. Yeah, and he put the moon, he made a moon, he said moon, and he said, I'll make a moon now, and the moon was in the morning again, and he makes stars, and the moon started in the morning again, the night time again.
What do you think God looks like?
I think he's a spirit. But the thing is about he has long hair too, and a little thing around him that shows him that's a spirit.
At the back of his head? Yes.
That shows him that's a spirit. There's like a moon with a sun around it, and so you see there's shining around, and we see in the chapel, the new chapel in the little chapel, you see Hail Mary and the little stars around it. You see the little bright little bullets around it. You see the little shine out.
Oh, lit up.
Yeah, lit up, little stars.
Would you think God ever gets cross?
Yeah, he gets cross every time he do a sin.
Oh, and what's a sin, would you say?
A sin is a thing, it's disobedience, and disobedience do what you're told, and the other thing is, I don't know the other thing, it's still...
The main thing is do as you're told.
Yeah, and the other thing is, you didn't do what you're told. Well, the thing is, you see, well, the way this goes, you know, every time God made all the people, hundreds of people, and the men made the houses, God made the blocks for the men to do it. But it is easy to make a block, isn't it? With cement to make that. Maybe the men made that. And so then they build the houses, all the houses, they got quite 100 pounds of the houses, and they got another 100 pounds off the roofs, they made the roofs.
Tell me, do you think you'll be able to help God at all?
No. You only help him when you do what you're told. That helps him because that helps him from getting on the cross, that helps him. And when last Easter, you see Adam and Eve on the sin, and then you're sorry, you see. But still, they said, God said that they put down a graveyard down in a few years' time. The 100 years they came down to save save Adam and Eve from going down. Because they don't understand that God told them not to eat one of those trees in paradise, and they ate it, and the devil came along and told them to do it, and they done it then, and that was a sin.
John, tell me, how old did you say you were?
6.
Oh yeah, just 6.
Yeah.
Who taught you all that?
I know it, learned this, and I know it now.
Was it in school?
Yes.
Kieran and Martin, were the pair of you ever at the races?
Yes, we were watching, because they're a long time.
What did I know at the races?
And our horses are those things are out on Ireland. Are the big sports of the playing football and hurling and all them things like that.
And where would the races be on?
And what the family are in up in the 4th week, there's everyone racing in the same one the race before, and then I won a bottle of lemonade, and then we went down then to get a bottle of lemonade, and the same one the race, what my mammy didn't then.
Tell me, John, what would you say a teacher is for?
For learning at school, and you have to be at school, in case you wouldn't know what to do. And that's why you go to school to learn and learn reading and learn Irish and English.
What would you say a Christian brother is?
I think he learns the headmaster's don't. That they be in the office with, in the office with some copies and stuff.
I'd say the 3 of you will be writing to Santa, or have you written to Santa?
Yes. We were going to write Santa, but no one went up to bed, and we didn't write Santa then, because we're getting something for Christmas then now.
And what are you going to ask him for?
I got Lego though, but I'm getting more Lego now.
What about Martin?
We didn't write to him, never.
And what are you going to ask him for?
I'm going to ask him for a police car with a button on it, where it can turn on the light and go to set. He Martin, do you get any Lego now? I think you should get Lego. I wouldn't do you.
You wouldn't. And what about John?
I was asked for a bicycle, and I have to write to him today. I have to send him a card to him, bike and all that.
Where do you think he lives?
I think he goes on the helicopter. I think he lives in the house. He's already dressed up to go. He's only that's his job, and maybe he's living in a house.
And where would his house be, would you say?
I think his house would be a long way past America, maybe a long way there.
And have you ever seen him?
Yes.
Actually?
Downtown.
Oh, yes. But that's not the real Santa, is it?
No. The other one we got before was the real one. That was because he's a different face than the real one. The real Santa.
Well, have you any songs or verses for me?
Yeah.
What have you got?
A poem.
What's it called?
Miss Mouse. There was a little mouse who had a little house, and a very proud mouse was she. She had a little door quite close to the floor, and as round where the door could be. There was a fat rat who went rat-tat in the little round door in the wall. When you let me in, I'm very, very thin, and I be in no trouble at all. You're not very thin, and I won't let you in. Said little Miss Mouse inside, you're very, very stout. I shall never get you out, said little Miss Mouse. She shut the door more tighter than before. That was the end of Little Miss Mouse, and the funny little mouse was she.
Well,